Hi, my dear learners of class 12. I'm here with you once again with one more video. This video is again based on your poem A Thing of Beauty. A Thing of Beauty, a beautiful poem by John Keats, an English romantic poet of the first generation. Let's look at the literary devices or the technical terms or the technicalities used in the poem to have a better understanding of this poem. So without any further ado, let's start the poem. See the first line of the poem, a thing of beauty is joy forever. So a thing of beauty is joy forever. The first line of the poem is a very good example of metaphor. Metaphor, metaphor. Metaphor is a kind of implied simile in which two dissimilar objects are compared without using words like, as. So see here, a thing of beauty is joy forever. A beautiful object is straightway called joy. So if something is compared straightway, that is called metaphor. Like for example, camel is the ship of desert. Camel is straightway compared to ship. So if two dissimilar objects are compared straightway, this is called metaphor. So the first line of the poem, a thing of beauty is joy forever, is a very good example of metaphor. Metaphor is used in this line, that is an implied simile. Simile, you know that. If comparison is made with the help of words like, as, this is simile. Like, she was beautiful like a rose. So here simile. But if I say she was a beautiful rose without using word like, I have now compared. So if I use like, or anybody uses word like or as for comparison, that is simile. If directly a comparison is made, just as in this poem, the first line of this poem, a beautiful object is straightway called joy, means compared to joy without using words like, as, it is metaphor. Now let's look at the other devices used in the poem. Just see that. You can see that. See, band to bind. See this word, band to bind. Then see, some shape, there, band to bind, bind. Both words begin with B sound, B letter, then some shape, some and shape both begin with S. Then again see this line, such, the sun, such, sun. Then again simple sheep. Then cooling word. So see, so many words in this poem. So many words in this poem have begin with the same letter. So if we get certain sounds right at the beginning of the words repeated, that is alliteration. alliteration. So these are the words used, alright, particularly for creating a kind of a music in this poem. So these words are the very good example of alliteration. Now let's see the next figure of speech used in the poem, like a flowery band. Just again pay attention to this, a flowery band, then sun, then moon, then sheep, and so many other things. These all words somehow create a kind of a picture in us. So if some words create a kind of a picture or help us visualize something, that is called imagery. imagery. So these words that are used in the poem, particularly to create some picture or to visualize something, very good example of imagery. Now let's look at the other literary devices. See these lines or these phrases, Gloomy days, darken ways. Gloomy days, darken ways. How can days be gloomy? How can ways be darkened? Here in these lines, we see the misapplication of adjective. Or adjectives are attributed to those things that are not fit to be attributed with adjectives. So if adjectives are used not correctly, adjectives are actually used particularly for those things they are not fit with, that is called transferred epithet. transferred, transferred, epithet, epithet means adjective. Transferred means to be given. So if I say, for example, I say, an idiot way, idiot, idiot, idiot. How can way be idiot? A person can be idiot. A living being can be idiot. In the same manner here, days cannot be gloomy. Ways cannot be darkened. We can feel darkness in us. We can be upset. We can be gloomy. Days cannot be gloomy. Ways cannot be darkened. So if there is such use of adjective, this is called transferred epithet. Now let's see the next literary device used in the poem. See, simple sheep. Here, simple sheep. Sheep, you all of know that is always associated with Jesus Christ, who sacrificed his life particularly for the good of the people and particularly for the betterment of the people. So here sheep is associated with Jesus Christ. So here sheep is used as a symbol particularly for symbolizing Jesus Christ. So symbol is used also in this very particular poem. Now see this very important line, mighty dead. See the last stanza of the poem, mighty dead, mighty and dead. How can dead be mighty? Or how can mighty be dead? So here we see two words opposite to each other are used together. So if two words opposite to each other are used together, it is called oxymoron. oxymoron. Oxy means sharp, moron means dull. So if we see two words opposite in meaning set side by side, it is called oxymoron. So I have discussed almost all the literary devices used in this poem. I hope you may have understood. Thank you for watching this video of my dear learners and my dear viewers. Once again, thank you for watching this video.